Hello, we're doing an interview for Sonidos de California, Boyle Heights, and I'm going to ask you a few questions. The first one is, what's your name, where were you born, and when?
Where I was born and when? Okay, that's what I thought.
And your name.
Okay. You're a little bit muffled because of the face mask, but that's okay. Let me see. My name is Abraham Boche, otherwise known as Esau Boche, or AKA AB La Bochocha. And I was born in Mexico, Mexico City, in the year 1976.
When did you come to the United States?
I came to the United States back in the early 80s when I was about 7 years old. Yes, I crossed illegally.
And where did you live when you got here?
Ontario. I lived in Ontario, California.
When did you come to Boyle Heights, or do you live here now?
No, I don't live in Boyle Heights. I actually came to Los Angeles about 11 years ago, and I moved to Echo Park.
And what do you do in Boyle Heights in particular?
Well, in particular, you mean like as a hobby, as a job?
Do you work here? Do you live here? Do you hang out with friends? Or what do you like to do here?
Okay, all of the above. All of the above. Let me see. I perform stand-up comedy. Right now, because of COVID, obviously, we're not working. I'm not working. But I perform stand-up comedy. I do a little bit of acting. And that's pretty much what I'm doing now with my time. But prior to that, I was a project manager at the Los Angeles Union Station, where I overseen the maintenance department, and we actually won the Toby Award, which is the highest level of award that you can get for that type of establishment. And
in terms of your comedy, like what kind of comedy do you do?
Stand-up comedy. And in terms of what I speak about my son, I speak about my mother, my experiences, and things like that in life.
And what are your favorite places here in Boyle Heights?
My favorite places here in Boyle Heights definitely have to be the food joints. I couldn't tell you the names, but there's a lot of good food in Boyle Heights. I like to go to Mariachi Plaza, and my allergies are really bad, so if you excuse my eyes, if it looks like I'm crying, I probably am. Boyle Heights at Mariachi Plaza, because they have a lot of good food there, and they play live music. I've actually done a few comedy shows there at the plaza, so it's a fun place to visit, where there's a lot of raza and just all types of races that come together for music and culture, food, fun, arts and crafts, face painting. No.
What is your first memory of Boyle Heights?
My first memory of Boyle Heights, let me see. Would have to be Mariachi Plaza and performing at Mariachi Plaza.
And how long ago was that?
I want to say it's probably maybe like 6 years back. 6 years back. I haven't been back since then, but I anticipate in the future or something, maybe I'll be back.
Any sounds that are memorable here in Boyle Heights?
Sounds that are memorable besides gunshots?
Yes.
Let me see. The sound of a barking dog. No. Any memorable sounds? The sound of my stomach coming looking for food. No, let me see. The sound of the weed burning in the joint.
And how about musicians? Any favorite musicians from the area?
Any favorite? Okay, erase what I just said about the smoking weed or the joint, okay? Because I don't know why I said that. But, and see, that's what happens when you smoke weed, you forget. Okay, what was your question again?
What are your favorite musicians from Boyle Heights?
My favorite musicians from Boyle Heights? Okay, now we're talking. One of my favorite musicians would have to be my friend Ra, whom you just interviewed. And we're not going to talk about his memory. Well, he chose to talk about a memory. I'm not going to put him on blast like that. But let's just say that, no, I'm just kidding. He's one of my favorite musicians that I know here. Him, and as he mentioned, Mezcalito or Mezcal and Mad Max. They're pretty good, and those are the only ones that I know here, really, to be honest with you.
And what kind of music do they play?
Hip hop.
And what kind of stories do they talk about?
You know, living in Boyle Heights, you know, east of the river, and, you know, smoking weed, you know, staying alive, and, you know, hanging with the friends, making music, you know, the typical swagger type of talk. Because I got a car, and I got bling bling, and I got my check, and I got money. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. They don't talk about that.
What do they really talk about?
I imagine, okay, I can't really say that I know their songs or what they really talk about, but I know that when I've seen them perform, I enjoy it. And the base of what they talk about is just, I guess, living in Boyle Heights, which I really don't know anything about because I never lived here. So, but yeah, they rep their city for sure, which is very respectable.
And anything else you'd like to share about Boyle Heights? Or about your art as well?
I just performed doing stand-up comedy, and during this COVID-19, a lot of comics aren't performing, but I have the privilege of performing at Stand Up Live, which is out of Phoenix, Arizona. It seats about 350 people, so I'm pretty excited to be performing in this pandemic, and I know as soon as I walk into the room, it's going to smell like COVID-19.
Anything else you'd like to share?
Not my weed. No, I'm just kidding. I'll share my weed.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.